With sealing up your house, you know that they ask you in a nuclear attack or a nuke attack, they say you need to put at least as much space between you and the outside walls of your house as possible. At least six inches from the roof line and about 6 or 8 inches from the outside wall, because the ash and the radiation will travel through the walls and the ceiling. For people like me who don't live in areas where there are basements, we are in a peculiar situation. We just have to make the best of it. So let's say you, by stroke of luck or unfortunate, however you want to view it, you survive it. You're not in an immediate hit zone or strike zone, and you survive. What do? Okay, so they're telling us on their website, on the military's website, that you would need to barricade yourself in your residence or wherever you're closest to for at least up to 2 weeks. And you can take something like potassium iodide, or you can take fruit pectin, apple pectin, that will lessen it from attacking your thyroid and allowing your thyroid to absorb radiation. So you would definitely need to have potassium iodide or apple pectin. So here's what your potassium iodide should look like. You can get a couple of different ones, but at least a 65 microgram is what I would start with. You would take one tablet. I'm gonna roughly say 2 to 3 times a day. At least that's what me and my family will be doing. Or you can take apple pectin. This is also a tablet, and I would do the same 2 to 3 times a day for at least up to 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, so I just wanted to bring these out so that you can see both these products can be purchased on Amazon. For children and infants, they come in drops, so you can get drops to put into your infants and little children's mouths who can't swallow pills. So that takes care of your thyroid and absorbing radiation. Now, how do you seal your homes? So as you can see, I have a simple cardboard box, which is, I'll bring the camera up a little bit. It's just a box that some boxes that I got from my local post office. This is just to show you what I plan or will be doing if I should survive this. Is in my windows and doors, I'm gonna put up a barrier of cardboard. Then behind the cardboard, I'm gonna put up, in all of our homes, we have doors like the door here to my linen closet. You can see right in this, it's right there where the little handle is, right where my finger is pointing. Anyway, that's a closet door. Those doors will come off of all of the interior doorways and closets, and put up to all of my windows. Then I will come in with this heavy duty plastic sheet, drop cloths, or to have tarps, whichever you can put up to as many barriers, because in a nuclear blast, here to let you know, all of your windows will probably blow out. So you're gonna need that barrier to keep the radiation and things from blowing in. So do what you can. This is not I'm not saying this is a 100% solution to the issue, but it is a start to a solution, okay? So you put the sheeting, you put the cardboard, your closet doors, or plywood. Then you put your plastic sheeting around doors and windows, complete door and window. And if you can't get this, you can do simple solutions, such as start at your Dollar Tree and buy plastic shower curtains, okay? And line your doors and windows. And if you do the shower curtains, I would put as many as I could possibly afford to put up to those areas, and duct tape all the way around your door. Just a couple rolls of duct tape right back, right here. And so that's what I would be doing by way of trying to block out as much radiation. Now, again, I also would have plants in my home that would help to generate oxygen because you're sealing these things off. You're going to seal off all of your vents, intake, airway areas. You're going to shut off your air condition, your heaters. You're going to tape off those vents and door and those anywhere air can come in. You're going to tape those off and seal them off with some type of plastic covering. Again, these came from the Dollar Tree. At the time, they were yet still $1, and I bought a few of them. I just pulled out 3, but I have quite a few of them. Okay, so these will get put over like airway vents, such as that big vent right behind that light there, and little vents that bring in, our air in the window, in the rooms or whatever. So you would plastic that off and tape it off with your duct tape and that kind of thing. Keep air from coming in. But how do you get oxygen? Well, you have to have plant-bearing oxygen. Plants that would exchange carbon dioxide in the household, such as they call them mother-in-law's tongue. They go straight up there. Green. That's one. Ivy, good oxygen transfers. They take out carbon dioxide, put in oxygen. But do your study on Amazon. On Google to pull out all of the oxygen-bearing plants. You want as many house plants in your household as possible. And all I can say is hunker down. You want to be able to stay locked in and barricade yourself shield yourself as closely as possible from outside windows and doors and walls that touch exterior areas. If you have a basement, great. Go into your basement, shield yourself in, lock down. Most basements are not like cellars the way they used to be. Most of the newer basements have exterior walls. Stay as far as you possibly can from exterior walls. Because I live in Texas, we have no basement. We would go to the lowest level of the house, get into the center of the house, and put as many layers of furniture and things and mattresses and all of those such as much as possible around us to shield us from the radiation and the gamma waves or whatever. So this is just a little bit of information. You can go on your military websites and see what they have to say about it, but do your study. This was just a thought-provoking video to get you thinking about what you could do should you survive it, and what will be your next step. So then in a nuclear attack, they say you have something called nuclear winters, where it gets extremely cold after the initial blast to go off. So you would want to have as many wool blankets, comforters, 0-degree sleeping bags, that kind of thing, to try and keep yourself warm. I wouldn't try and start or light any fires because that could be potential hazardous for your health, okay? But again, this was just a thought-provoking video to get you thinking progressively ahead on what you could do to possibly shield your family and keep your home as protected as possible. Now, if someone coming in from the outside, you would need to set up an area of decontamination where they could be washed and all of their clothes be shed and come into, wherever your family is. But that's a long, detailed process. Again, I'm going to ask you to study, to show yourself worthy of the information, and get out there and do the research and figure out what it is you need to do to provide as much safety and protection for your family as possible. And again, if this is all you can afford, if the shower line is in Dollar Tree, by all means, buy boxes of it and double line, triple line as much as possible. Shalom. Shalom, family. I'm coming with a short video to talk talk about in an SHTF or a Nuke SHTF. We know we're under the threat that Russia is proclaiming that if the UN do this and that they're going to do that and this. So I wanted to come and share a few tips that I picked up along the way.